In this week's parasha, of course, we read of Noach and the flood, the Mabul, and I'd like to draw our attention to the aftermath of the flood, after the waters have stopped falling, after those 40 days and 40 nights. It's not as if Noach then can just swing open the door of the ark and step outside and reemerge into normal life. It is a very slow and gradual process, even with hesitation and concern. So first think about the fact that the waters needed to recede, and the Torah tells us that as the waters receded, the ark landed on a mountaintop, on Har Ararat, and that was the first step. And then once the waters have been absorbed into the earth, we know that Noach has to explore the outside and ascertain whether or not it's ready to accept life once again. And he sends out the raven, and he sends out then the dove, and sends the dove again, until finally the dove does not return, and Noach knows that the land has dried. And so it's a very gradual process of re-emerging into life, into the world. And it's something that many of us perhaps are familiar with in the context of this pandemic, which of course is long from over. But certainly we have experienced a re-emerging, a re-entry of sorts into a sense of normalcy. I know we feel it here at the Shaar now that we are back in the sanctuary every Shabbat morning, and we'd love to see you. We are also celebrating simchas, bar and bat mitzvah celebrations, which we never stopped doing during the pandemic, but those were small private services. And now we're celebrating Bnei Mitzvah in the sanctuary together with our Shaar community. And it's just a wonderful feeling. Our daily minyan, we'd love to see you there as well. And our programming is going to be slowly returning to in-person too, and we're slowly re-emerging with caution, with safety, with our health in mind. But in many ways, maybe we feel like Noah, slowly and tentatively re-entering the world, re-entering life. But there's something that happens, in the parasha after the raven and after the dove, and after the dove a second time, as I said. Noach still doesn't leave the ark. It's not until God says to Noach, "Tzei min hateva," come out from the ark. Ata v'ishtecha uvanecha u'neshevanecha, you and your wife and your sons' wives. And the commentaries notice this. And one understanding is that Noach was in need of some encouragement. Noach was waiting for God's blessing, for God's reassurance that the flood would not happen again, and that the world was now safe. And of course, there are no guarantees, and the world still can be a dangerous place, and Noach must know that. But it's with God's encouragement of Tzei min hateva, of emerge from the ark, that Noach feels ready to take a tentative step forward. I want to close by returning us to that first attempt of sending the Yonah, of sending the dove. When the dove does not find a place to rest its feet, does not find dry land. And that scene, that moment, serves as the basis of one of our traditional Shabbat Zmirot, one of the Shabbat table melodies. The verse itself says, "Velo matzah hayonah manoach," that the Yonah could not find rest. And yet on Shabbat we sing, "Yonah matzavo manoach." It flips the verse. It says that the Yonah, the dove, did find rest. And of course the manoach, the rest, is not only the literal place to land one's feet that the bird was seeking, but the manoach evokes minucha, a sense of restfulness, a sense of calm, reassurance, comfort, all of this that the Yonah and Noah himself was seeking. And so just as the Yonah finally did rest its feet, we sing and we pray, all of us who are weary, as the song says, Zigiye Koach, all who feel that they are wandering or unsure, should find that sense of restfulness, that sense of peace, that sense of minucha of this Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
יום שבתון אין לשכוח, זכרו קרח הניחוח, יונה מצבו מנוח, איי איי איי, ושם ינוחו יגיע כוח, איי איי איי, יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. היום נכבד לבני אמונים, זהירים לשמרו אבות ובנים, וחקוק בשני לוחות אבנים, ורוב אונים ואמיץ כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. ובאו כולם בעברית יחד, נעשה ונשמע אמרו כאחד, ופתחו וענו אדוני אחד, ברוך הנותן לעייף כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. דיבר בקודשו בהר המור, יום השביעי זכור ושמור, וכל פיקודיו יחד לגמור, חזק מותניים ואמץ כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. העם אשר נהה כצאן טהה, יזכור לפקדו ברית ושבועה, לבל יעבור בם מקרה רע, כאשר נשבתה על מי נוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח. יונה מצא בו מנוח, ושם ינוחו יגיעי כוח.
May you have a restful Shabbat, not only in place, but also in time. Shabbat shalom to you all.